And welcome back to iHeart Crypto. So we got Bitcoin coming in at $20,500, and it looks like we're getting a little bit of a dumpy dump. So let's just see how low Bitcoin can go, and we're gonna break it down on the higher time frames and the lower time frames. So let's just take a look at it on the weekly real quick. All right. So right now we are below the 200 week SMA, or really, I use the EMAs. I think EMAs are a little bit better. Um, so, yeah, we are below the 200 week EMA. And when we look at it on the daily, we have a very ugly bearish engulfing candle on the daily from yesterday. This red line denotes the previous all time high, which we could be breaking today. So I got it right there. All right, so that's that red line. Now, the green line I have here, 19,062. I believe what I have there is I have that for these vector candles on the weekly. So that's the monthly. Let's look on the weekly. So yeah, we want to take this weekly vector candle right here. Grab that liquidity right there. So that's just another target for us. But if you look on our vector candles, and if you don't know where this indicator is, it is from Traders Reality. All right, so right here, you can see we got Traders Reality indicators. It's a great indicator. I can explain it a little bit more, but that's, if you don't know what that is, you got to check out Tino at Traders Reality on YouTube. He's a great dude. So yeah, this is like a stopping volume candle. So this is where they're kind of starting to slow things down. So we could see a little bit of a reversal here. Maybe we tag that previous all-time high, or maybe we make it down here to about 16,500 and then get the reversal that way. But as you can see on the weekly, though, we do have another vector candle here, but that one looks like it was taken on the weekly as well, but this one was not. So we still have that little guy right there, and I wouldn't put it past the market makers to come back down and grab that liquidity. So that is Bitcoin on the higher time frames. We went back to the daily. All right, so yeah, looks like we're getting a little move down right now. So let's just look for some divergences and see if we can dig our way out of here. So on the daily, this is not Market Cipher. This is the Fu Manchu Cipher A and B. It's like the poor man's Market Cipher. Market Cipher is better. All right, it does give better signals, but I can't afford Market Cipher, especially not in a bear market. I already need to redo my TradingView account, and I'm gonna have to pay for that as well. So, but I did get a summer job, so that's really good. So looking at price action on the daily, I don't see any divergence on the daily right now. You got lower lows on the daily. You need a higher low on the daily for bullish divergence. So let's just take a look on some of these other time frames, see if we can spot any bullish divergence. So you got some swing ups there. You got bullish divergence on the 18 hour. So you're building bullish divergence, which means you probably got it on the 12 hour as well. You got, let's see. You don't have bullish divergence on the 12 hour. You don't have it on the... See, this bullish divergence here. Is this bullish divergence? Not really even bullish divergence. But if you come down and you make another lower low in the price action, you could see some divergence in your RSI. But look at the Stokes on the 10 hour. And they're at the top. Stokes on the 12 hour. They're coming up. But the 8 hour, Stokes are at the top. 6 hour Stokes are at the top. 4 hour Stokes are curling up. That's good. Hopefully this doesn't cross back over and turn back down. So the 4 hour could actually save you if it wants to. Bitcoin getting a little bit of a dumpy dump. Let's go into the lower time frames. Let's look at the hourly. Yeah. So let's take a look at our vector candles here. See what's going on. So right here, on the hourly around market open at 9 o'clock. You had this yellow vector candle coming back up, and then you came back down and took it. So we like to take these yellow vector candles. In Traders Reality, if you do get the indicator, okay, let's just do this. Traders Reality. What I do is I come to the style, and I'll go to color 2, and it's normally green. I changed it to yellow just to emphasize the candles that we are coming back down to take. So, Bitcoin about to go red for the day, approaching 20K. Very interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff. So let's take a look at it on these even lower time frames here. We have no divergence, but again, if you come down and you make another lower low, you could build a little bit of bullish divergence. It's possible. It's possible. It's just not looking fantastic at the moment. Got a red dot on the 15-minute. That's playing out at this current time. Let's see if we have any signals on Market Cipher that say we're going up. Money flow. Let's take a look at money flow. Money flow is coming down. VWAP is coming down. Money flow turning down. This isn't looking too good, guys. Let's see if these shorter time frames can save us. 7-minute money flow is coming down. Looks like we're going to get a little bit of a dumpy dump. So, let's just take a look at the DXY. The DXY is mooning. Alright, and if we go out and zoom out a little bit, the DXY has just been on an absolute tear. If you don't know what the DXY is, it is the dollar strength index. Basically, it is the strength of the dollar versus other assets. When people are leaving assets, they flow their money into the dollar, and the dollar gains strength. So, looking at it even on a further time frame, let's see, let's go to the monthly here. Alright, so the DXY, we got that trend line drawn in. I mean, in essence, what you did, which we have a new trend line, but you did have the DXY breakout right there. That was the breakout right there, coming up in there. So it painted this like M pattern, looked like it was going to come back down, went sideways for a while, and then boom, right around July of 14, you started really, mooning back up to the upside. So we got the DXY coming up, which is bad for Bitcoin. Now let's take a look at the Dow. The Dow, we have in this descending channel here. And what it looks like is that we broke the bottom of the channel. We came up to test and we got rejected. And now we're getting a red blood diamond on the 15-minute. So we came down, bounced around, came up, tested. Now, will we continue down? I mean, we could trade sideways here, we could bounce around all of today, try to make it back up into the channel, try to get a daily close above in the channel, and that would be good. That would be good. But Nasdaq is similar. My trend line might not be right here because it looks good on the higher time frames, but it's playing on the trend line. It's playing on the trend line. Let's see the S&P. S&P is the same deal. All right, so again, you came down out of the channel, you came back up, you tested it, you hit the 50 EMA on the 15-minute, and now you are heading back down. Not good. Gold just going sideways. Gold is just going sideways. Not much going on gold, but it does look like it wants to make a move back down. So that's no bueno for anything. But gold has been in an uptrend for the most part. Gold chart looks better than Bitcoin, I'll tell you that. USDT dominance is an absolute parabola over the last 3 months. All right, just heading straight up. All right. It looks like we're getting a little pump out of the USDT dominance. So that's no bueno. So that's basically what's happening right now. Bitcoin looking like it's getting a little bit of a bounce here. Yeah, a little bouncy bounce. But it doesn't look good. It is not looking good. So what's saving us on these lower time frames? On these lower time frames, I mean, the 15-minute did have that red dot. It looks like you're crossed on your Stokes, and it's just pointed downwards. So that is not good. Maybe we can get a cross on the 15-minute here. That'll send us back up. But, you know, the 30-minute Stokes are at the bottom, but the 1 hour Stokes, you know, looking bearish. Looking bearish. Pop into the 1 minute and just enjoy Bitcoin on the 1 minute at this time. So that is Bitcoin. I mean, we can take a look at some levels too. So let's take. I like to use the vector candles just because it kind of gives you like how I'm getting my levels. So, you know, first stop is breaking the previous all-time high. That's what we're looking at here. Now that breaks, you're gonna take this vector candle over here on the left, and that is sitting around $19,000. Then we have this other vector candle here. Let's say it was not taken, okay, but the presence of the vector candle is there, all right, and that is sitting right down there at about $16,500. And that blue line denotes the 300-week EMA on the weekly. So if you looked at it on the weekly, it would be right here. So, you know, that's a very possible level. And then finally, we got the last vector candle down here at around 14K. 14K. Now, when we zoom out in the VPVR, you just have major support here, you know, from the previous bear cycle over here at about 12K. So everyone calling for a 10K. I mean, you get the VPVR, you know, major high volume node sitting right here at about $9,000. All right, $9,300. So do I think that we break that? I really don't. And I also have this bottom trend line drawn in from these lows right here. Right here, we have a touch. We have a touch. And then we had our pandemic touch. That kind of validates that trend line for me. And we could be coming right down to there. I mean, if we do come down there, that's a $7,500 Bitcoin. You know, so we could be scooping all the way back there. But the thing that gets me is like we just have not had a bounce. We just have not had a bounce in Bitcoin for forever. I mean, on the weekly, I mean, for the past 2 weeks, it's just been pain. Just been absolute pain. So we had, you know, a little bit of we had some trading going on up here at the summer lows, but over the past 5 days, just been straight down, right? Just like straight down ever since we broke this trading range right here. But we are getting stopping volume candles here. So I do think that we are going to get a little bit of a bounce. Let's see what happens. Bitcoin getting a little bit of a bounce right now. Yeah. It's going to be a troll today. But, you know, looking at patterns, you know, we do have this downtrend of resistance right here. That did break. We had a little fake out to the upside. Everyone probably thought we were going to come back up and, you know, test around 26K or 24K-ish. But it looks like we are just going to continue down. But, you know, that could still act as support, you know, way down here. But I think that if the previous all-time high breaks, you definitely see this $19,000. And then maybe right here is where you get your bounce. You know, that could be really, I have no effing clue. No effing clue. So while Bitcoin bounces, let's take a look at the overall market here. All right, Bitcoin is down about 2.3%. Ethereum down 2.8%. Cardano coming in at about 48 cents, down almost 20% on the week. Solana is actually up on the day. Polkadot up on the day. I'm not big into Tron, but there's been some drama with Tron. What else we got? Avalanche, not doing too shabby, sitting at about $16 now. You know, you can stake your AVAX. If you have 25 AVAX, you can become, I think it's like a delegator, where you can earn like 11% interest on your AVAX. But here's the thing about altcoins. is let's just take a look at Bitcoin dominance. So Bitcoin dominance is actually sitting at a 44. So it was mooning to the upside. Just absolute pandemonium here. Just mooning to the upside after a break of that trend right here, where you had like 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch break, and you were mooning. Now you're coming down. What is that? I mean, it could be, you know, dominance going into the stable coins, into the USDT dominance. That's what that could be. But Bitcoin dominance is actually coming down, which is fairly interesting to me. I find that to be very, very interesting. But maybe what happens is that Bitcoin goes on a rally and this thing absolutely goes on a tear. Should be interesting to see. We'll see what happens. But, you know, total market cap, we are below $1 trillion. All right. As soon as we went below $1 trillion, it was a wrap. But, you know, we're looking at support on total. I mean, there's a huge gap here in the VPVR. So, you know, if you bounce here, that would be something. But, you know, you got this previous all-time high here. That's why I have it denoted there. But you could get a bounce around, you know, $500 billion. I mean, that's really what you're looking at. And if that happens, if total market cap does come down to $500 billion, that's where you see your 10K Bitcoin, in essence. So, you know, not too good, not too good at all. So let's just take a look at some of these smaller time frames here on the Dow. The Dow looks like it wants to continue down. That is bad for Bitcoin. NASDAQ looking like it came up, little fake out, coming back down. S&P coming back down. Man, craziness, absolute insanity. But Bitcoin, here comes Bitcoin on a 7-minute, looking dumpy dumps. Let's see. Our previous low is sitting at $20,200. So, not looking great for Bitcoin. And your boy doesn't have any money on the side to buy this dip. So what we're hoping for is that Bitcoin kind of comes down, stays down here for a little while. I get paid at the end of June. And I have a summer job. It's big. That is not good water. That tastes stale. Alright. What else is good? Altcoins are green today. This is very interesting. Why are altcoins green? That's wild. That's wild. Got some big movers here. I don't know what SFM is. Is that SafeMoon? If SafeMoon is pumping, that's not a good sign. Is SFM SafeMoon? And is SafeMoon? No. SafeMoon V2? Which is... But see, this is supposed to be the top 100. That's weird. I don't know what that's about. But yeah, looking at your crypto bubbles, you know, you got some huge bubbles today. But it's a good mix. It's a good mix. Not much going on. You know, our lower caps are dangerous right now. I wouldn't be messing with that. Bitcoin and Ethereum, and that's it for me. Although, you know, these higher cap coins like Solana and AVAX are my thing. If you don't know, like the coins that I'm into, right now, I mean, that I want to accumulate, but what I'll probably do is DCA into Bitcoin and a little bit of Ethereum and kind of spread them out that way. And then, you know, at some point, convert to some alts and diversify that way. But I like Sol, AVAX, Link, Atom, Quant for a lower cap, Arweave for a lower cap, Cadena for a lower cap. Those are like my main DCAs. And then I got some, you know, some other ones that I'm just keeping an eye on, like Sandbox, HBAR, ADA, XRP, Matic, ApeCoin. I don't know, maybe that's in there, but. Rune I like, Gala I like, Harmony 1 and eGold, I think, you know, those are some promising layer 1s, you know, VeChain, and then I got some DGen plays right down here. You know, these are like my 4 little degen plays. But you know, Joe would be in there as well, I guess. Joe would be a degen play. Yeah. You know, Axie Infinity, I don't know. These are like my play to earn, you know, play to earn game. Gods Unchained killing it today. Up 8%. So so what else we got going on here? I mean, taking a look at the charts. The 15-minute, no divergence to speak of. No divergence. Not looking good, though. I'll tell you that. It is not looking good at all. You know, you got your momentum wave coming down here on the 30-minute. VWAP coming down here on the hourly. You had just printed a red dot. So you were living up there for a little bit. It looks like we're going to be coming down past 20K. Just saying. Take a look at the 4 hour. Money flow deep in the red. You had some bullish divergence here on the 4 hour. Bullish divergence played out. Yeah, that was our pump. A little pump up there. And then you came back down and you're engulfing that. Not good. So, what could be forming here? So, I mean, if we're looking for a pattern, I mean, yesterday everyone was calling for an inverse head and shoulders. I don't even know if I see that at the moment. Came down. Yeah. You did have like a little bit of a W formation here. Came down, W formation. Came out, but then you came right back down. That would be like what you were looking for there. We're about to get another 15-minute candle. Now that 15-minute candle closes down here. I don't know. Let's see if we have any vector candles. So, okay. So, oh, this is on the 3-day. Let's go to the 15-minute here. See if we got any vectors popping up. So, right, we had at our open, we had our yellow vector candle. We came back down, taking it. And then we got a little bit of a dump. This is like a stopping volume candle. All right. So, market makers are basically saying that, you know, we don't want price to be going lower here. We want to be sending it back up. But, you know, one thing about the market maker that I've learned from Traders Reality is that when you're going long, he's going short. And when he's going short, you know, he's planning on making you go long. So, you know, right here, you got 3 hits to the upside. 1, 2, 3 hits. Market maker brings it back down. All right. So, you know, now could this be the true move, as they would say, the true move? It looks like, so you got a red vector candle here on the 7-minute. You could come back up, take that, and then move back down. That would be another option. So it's fairly early. It's only 10:41 on the trading day. So you have plenty of time to be dumping. I don't know if we're actually going to get this dump here live on stream. I got some work to do for grad school, and I can't be watching the charts all day. But the Dow looks like hot garbage, and so does the S&P. And right now they are holding their lows from yesterday. So, you know, let's see if those lows break, that's where you're going to see the fireworks. So, that's where you're going to see the fireworks. Looking like it's trying to get support, but it looks like hot garbage. Looks like hot garbage. 15-minute Stokes looking like they want to come down on you. 1 hour, kind of reaching the bottom, but you got a red dot on Market Cipher. Looking garbage. Absolute garbage. Garbage. Just absolute garbage. See, this low breaks. It's a moment of truth right now, almost. We got a moment of truth. Moment of truth. DXY absolutely mooning. Let's go back to Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin. Bitcoin is probably coming back up to take this vector candle right here. It's going to come back up, take that vector, and then probably move back down. So if you're looking for a short, if you wanted to jump into the short, I would say 20,611 would be your first entry for your short. You can even move it up a little bit higher, but really that's what you're looking at. So that's what you're looking at. I also got some spider lines. I do draw the spider lines. This is my spider line chart. Let's go over here. Where's my spider lines? Is it this one? Yeah. I got two major spider lines here. Basically because there's a lot of confluence in this area. So, you know, drawn from way back here. And, you know, when those break, I mean, you can even see, like, you had not a lot of lines in this, from what I had drawn, not a lot of lines, and you just came straight through all these lines on the 5-day. You know, I mean, if you break it down to the daily, like, as soon as this broke here, these lows here, I mean, you only had one little stop here. You probably got a little bit of a bounce, and you can see it's even gapped on the VPVR, and now you're here. And now this line breaks, which is where we're at right now. This spider line is sitting at like 19,000, and then you got all these. I mean, I don't have any spider lines past that. I mean, I really don't. Might have to draw some other spider lines. We draw them. You can draw them on the daily. I think that's where I drew them. It's been a while. I saved this over and over and over again. Maybe I draw them on the 3-day. I forget now, to be honest with you. We can draw maybe from this one. Ray. Is that what I want? Yeah. We won't worry about it. Don't worry about it. No one's here anyway. So, let's take a look at what's going on in the shorter time frames. Oof. Uh-oh. This could be it. Did we take that vector? No vector candles here. Vector candle on the 15-minute. No vector candles on the 15-minute to come back up and take. This could get ugly. This could get very ugly. Sideways action. Sideways action. So what else is good? So Crypto Fear and Greed Index was sitting at a 7. Is now at a 9. So I don't know why people are less fearful today as opposed to the other days, but that's the truth. If you want the beginner's guide to crypto assets, I have a link in the description. It takes you through all my favorite YouTube channels. It takes you through, you know, like the history and evolution of money. It takes you through, you know, some stats about Bitcoin, but really what is cryptography, blockchain, what blockchains are, what blockchains are not. All right. You know, it just gives you basically the fundamentals, all right, of what cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum are. Got some cool videos in here from some of the OGs in the space. All right, lots of videos. It also takes you through, you know, the Bitcoin halving cycles, you know, a little bit more fundamentals about Bitcoin, like what a node is and all that other good stuff. And then, oh, I'm frozen. I hate when I'm frozen. Let's get unfrozen. And we're back. Let's float. Am I frozen again? No. Float you on top. Float it on top, baby. And then, of course, okay, so I go through the fundamentals with you. All right, what things are, just a little bit about like what tokenomics are. But then also I take you and I give you some of my indicators here. So like, your Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index, we looked at that. I gave you those 2 websites. Other cool things. So you got Bitcoin's rainbow chart. So if you want to click on that, for example, right here, basically a fire sale. Like that's where you wanna be accumulating Bitcoin. Right here. Just saying. So that just goes to show you where we're at. So another thing to note here, by the way, is like for someone like me who doesn't have like a ton of cash on the side because I'm retarded and I leverage trade and stupid stuff. But we come down into the blue here, and we get a little bounces. But then you come back down into the blue, and you stay in the blue for a very long period of time. This was a nice bounce up. Maybe we'll get that again this year, but I don't think so. Not anytime soon. You're gonna be down here for at least a little bit longer. But again, like the more you stay down here, the further up you move. So just something else to note. All right, so there's your rainbow chart. The Bitcoin Bull Run Index. All right, which denoted right here. Can I blow this up or no? No. So you're looking for dark green, really, and right now you are in just regular green. But normally when it's in the red, you're at the top. So you could see that you were at the red right here. So, maybe this was the top, maybe this was the top. We don't know. But, in essence, when things start, if you're buying in the green and selling in the orange and red, then you're good. Then you're doing well with trading your Bitcoin. Some people don't sell Bitcoin and diamond hand it and all that other stuff. Listen, man, if you bought Bitcoin at 45K and you diamond handed it, you're down 50% on your investment. So that's just diamond hands doesn't always work. You gotta be monitoring crypto, in my opinion. I don't know what else there was as far as news goes. There really wasn't anything as far as news. Celsius is an absolute disaster here. Decrypt had a little article about it, and then there was this article here about Bitcoin is the language of the internet. And, if money is a language, then Bitcoin is English. It has the potential to scale that no other currency has and is the native currency of the internet. And I think I highlighted a few things here in the article that I thought were, something to note. Now Bitcoin with its blockchain is the need for a trusted third parties, obviates. Obviates? Was it? I don't know. Obliviates. No, not obliviates. But it gets rid of the third party. All right. Here's a money communication network backed instead by mathematical proof and by the most powerful and resilient computer network ever known to man. The trusted third party is the blockchain. I like that. That's basically, right there, that's what got me into Bitcoin. Right here. You don't need a third party to send and receive money. That's the value of the network, again, people have a hard time who don't have bank accounts. They can use Bitcoin to send and receive money. The hash rate has doubled since a year ago, which is growth. So, that is in essence, how we measure the strength of Bitcoin. So Bitcoin hash rate. We should put this in the what do you call it, in the PowerPoint. Let's see, this is July of last year. Let's see, can we zoom out? Yeah, let's see, 3 years. Let's see all time. So all time, yeah, you're like looking at an all-time high. This was the summer dump over here in May when they banned it in China, and then we've been on a steady rise. The network is strong. The network is strong, and that's what you want to see. That is what you want to see, you know? That is everything. In the last, and it's been on a steady rise. Look at past 180 days, looking good. You know, this was the low over here in July. You know, so the Bitcoin hash rate is looking solid. So let's just go back to Bitcoin over here. Looks like we're getting a little bit of a bounce up. Probably, we probably will just go sideways. It's probably not the best day to look at the charts. It's probably the better time to get outside. Nothing's gonna happen today. You know, I think markets are just gonna stall. I mean, Dow, is the Dow continuing down? The Dow is dumping. The Dow is, see, this is interesting. The Dow is absolutely dumping. Bitcoin is going up. Stocks are dumping. Bitcoin holding strong. Interesting. Interesting. You wouldn't expect that. So, that's something. You know, I told you the levels I'm looking for. You know, could this be bottom? I mean, I don't think so. But who knows? You know, you are getting a green dot on the daily for Bitcoin. Normally, we don't dump when there is a green dot on the daily. That wouldn't make sense. Of course, that could disappear. You know, and the only thing that worries me is like the Stokes on these medium to higher term time frames are really high, but your RSI is fairly low, so that's indicative of a bounce. On the 3 hour here, it looks like your red dot is playing out. 4 hour, nothing to speak of really, but your 4 hour Stokes, they're pointed up. You know, do you have bullish divergence on the 4 hour? You will with a lower low in the price action. Very likely. You will get bullish divergence on the 4 hour, which could bring you up for a bounce. So, you know, are we going to see 14K tomorrow or anything like that? It's very doubtful. So, you know, but these are the times you want to be buying. These are the times you want to be buying, just saying. You know, if Bitcoin goes down, if it drops another 50% from here, like, just take a look at that rainbow chart, like, you're in the blue. You're in the blue. Hold it for 10 years, and you're good to go. That's my advice. Not financial advice, of course. That's what they always say. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Keep it short. And everyone enjoy their weekend, and I will see you on the next one. Peace out.